for him doing good, so we thought. And yet he brought us to the conclusion that we didn't know anything about what he had accomplished for us. We didn't know. And so he straightened us out, but it was 12 years into our full-time life with him. Yeah, it's kind of scary, talk about costly. It doesn't cost us. He paid already, but if we are not around those who have set themselves on that course, you may, and yeah, you will pay with time. You'll just pay with time. Maybe feel like you wasted time.
Wow.
You'll pay, but it will be in a different way. So now he's redeeming our time. Whoa! Oh, time, Whoa. So if I can leave anything with you, the revelation of the cross, which is so stunningly simple, but so completely absorbing that it will take the rest of your days on this earth. And collectively, I'm like, can you help with the communication skills here? Because I'm just kind of, I'm constantly praying for, a simplistic way to communicate. And this is my favorite thing to do, is to teach the word. And in a language, that you guys, get, it's Bible language. And how do we take that out of here, into the world? That this is our constant challenge, our constant challenge. And I just had an experience, the other day. For some of you who know what we do a lot of work with the poor, the gypsies. We work a lot in foreign nations. I love foreign nations because I don't speak any foreign languages. I love it. So this I can't really, we teach in countries like Bulgaria, we have translators, okay? We teach in Korea, we have translators, that's fine. But when you're out on the street and it's one-to-one, the gospel has to be a different kind of demonstration. You know what I mean? This, and to me, it's our favorite. I mean, just hugging people, kissing them, looking at them, and there are ways of communication. And, we hug kids, we pick up kids, we play with them, and it's just really, and you can feel the power of God going through you, the love of God. Everything is reduced to very simple, terms. And, healings take place. There's joy, celebration. And, so, and then when we come off the mission field, we find ourselves like going through an airport and, kids are around and you just, gonna touch kids and play with them or talk to them, and then you realize, oh, I'm not in Bulgaria anymore. I'm in Frankfurt, Germany. And the parents of those kids are going, what are you doing? It's almost like we've been in an environment. Whoa, you gotta, where are you? But, and so we were, but we were in that Chicago airport just a few days ago, and we were in the Red Carpet Club and sat down, and a woman came and sat like very close to us, right, like in the next seat, and she kind of looked familiar, and then I kind of watched her walk away and came and sat down, and I heard her voice and going, I think I've seen that lady. I think she's an actress. So I didn't say anything. The man across from us started talking to her, because obviously now he's recognized her, but so he says, are you a stewardess? And you look so familiar, you're a stewardess. She goes, no, I'm an actor. And he says, oh, in what show? What is your show? And she goes, Sex in the City. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen her face before. So I'm like, the guy, so now, of course, the guy is, starting a dialogue with her and stuff. And so I'm just kind of watching and I'm going, should I say anything to her? What would I say? What do I say? Oh, because I can't talk about her. I don't know her name. I don't know her character's name. It's like you see things you don't want to see. I've never seen a whole show. I know her. Because we see stuff on airplanes. We see ads, we see advertisements and stuff. So I can't say, oh, I like your character. Your role is so cool. How to break in and make a conversation. And I mean, we just kind of make small talk. But I didn't. It's like I didn't say anything. To her, I didn't say anything about the Lord. I didn't witness. And I'm going. I don't know why. I was just kind of taken back, not awestruck, like this is a celebrity, because I'm going. She's most likely miserable. But it's like she probably had like 10, 15 minutes there in the, in the red carpet club, and then she got on the phone, so the guy was talking to her and then she got on the phone. So I'm like, it's like, I needed to know a language to walk into her realm, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, it couldn't be film, it couldn't be the movies, it couldn't be anything, like that. So, and I mean, I do, and I'm not going around going like, oh man, I blew it, I missed the chance. It was a once in a lifetime chance to break into Hollywood, with a testimony witness. I don't think that way. Some may, but I just felt this really gentle, voice of the Lord. Let's find a language. Let's find it. That's what it was. You know what I mean? It's like that's, so he never wants us to walk in condemnation or to feel any weight of, if we feel we're failing, to communicate the gospel. Because I know I have something so real, but I couldn't even think how to approach her. How to approach her. I was trying to, what's the common ground, because we didn't have like, if I'm sitting next to her in an airplane, that would be a different story because you got some time, you know what I mean? I also ran into another actor, Sting, not actor, actor and musician, Sting, in Istanbul. Oh yeah, Sting. Shook his hand going, oh man, your music's cool, whoa, Yeah. I don't know why I shared that, but just sometimes, sometimes we put ourselves under, undue pressure, and so I'm saying that challenge will never lift off your life. How to communicate the gospel, and I feel like, I can talk to anybody, but sometimes we're caught in a surprise. These are surprise moments. They are surprise moments, and I wasn't really, really prepared for that, which kind of surprised me. So, and these are, those are the moments we go, Lord, help me out here, So, Jesus, we just pray. I pray for that woman right now. I just ask that you would arrest her with your love, your kindness, your joy, your peace would be upon her. That somewhere, somehow, you would bring her into a knowledge, a saving knowledge of what you've done. Amen. Yeah, and she was on the campaign trail for the other guy, so I wasn't excited about that either. So I'm like, wow, how do we strike up, Anyways, the cross, front and center, and how what do we believe about the cross? What do we believe about the cross? And